I already started while I was in the bathroom, and once I start, there's just absolutely no stopping. I I am tired of this whole algorithmic BS. The censoring is ridiculous, and also this superficial fame pageant that us in the screen are meant to condone and also be condemned to, just so we receive viewers that actually receive the message. I think that it's ridiculous, it's unnecessary. If you are speaking the truth, then the truth should be received. I know that there are a lot of people who don't want to hear the truth, and so that is why they will not align with these kinds of messages. But if you're here, and if you are agreeing, then let me know, because that is how the algorithm works. We need to be interacting with these kinds of videos if we actually want the truth to be spoken and heard and received and digested. Because you can receive a message, but if you don't digest it, then it doesn't stick with you, it doesn't stay with you, and it doesn't activate what is meant to be activated within you. As I said, once I start, I can't stop. Can't stop, won't stop, right? Okay, first I want to give acknowledgements to those who are awakening to their truth and their authenticity. Y'all are doing incredible and absolutely fantastic. I'm trying to censor myself. It's very difficult considering cussing is a form of self-expression, which is something that they are trying to censor as well, is expression. Being your full, authentic self is something that they, the masses, the you-know-who, are trying to censor. And if you are in America specifically, it is the freedom of speech that they are trying to lock down. There's no reason that we shouldn't be able to speak the shit that we are meant to be speaking. I'm angry. And I am shocked and slightly appalled that there are not as many of you who are angry in this way that is actually transformational and... what is the word? That is not only transformational, but it is progressive anger. Because you can be angry, and you can dwell, and you can complain about things and then not do anything about it. But progressive anger is what causes things like the Women's March. It's the very first thing that comes to mind, because there has been a lot of demeaning energies around the feminine energy. And I don't just mean around women. I also mean around the minorities, like trans people, like LGBTQ people. And if any of my Jehovah's Witness brothers and sisters see this, I love you. I've been amongst you. What they teach you about LGBTQ is wrong in the Bible. It is originally man shall not lay with boy, meaning pedophilia, which I know the algorithm will not like that word, especially since a lot of them are a part of the algorithm. Somebody needed to say it. And as I mentioned, I'm angry. So when I am feeling that progressive anger, there's no stopping me. Because we as human beings, as those who bleed blood, and I don't just mean red blood, because there are some of us hybrid beings who don't exactly bleed red blood or have different blood. And I accept you too. All are accepted here. All. Even the ones that are doing the things that are bad. Morally on earth as are in heaven. Because the judges, we talk. We talk a lot. As human beings, there is no justified answer as to why we should be looking down upon one another. If you see somebody who is struggling, who says that they are homeless, no matter if they are or not, if they are going to go and buy something that is not really that great in your opinion, put your feet in their shoes. Actually, you know what? Take off your shoes, because a lot of them can't afford shoes or clothes or coats. It's warm right now. Whenever you're seeing this, maybe it's not. But it gets cold, and some of them can't afford coats. So it is important to donate to your local places that, like food pantries, or not even like Goodwill, because you still have to pay for Goodwill. I don't know. Are there stores where you can just get things for free? Because there are some people who don't have $2 to spend on a thriftable shirt or pants or socks. These things should be accessible to anyone who needs them, because we have evolved from a point of not only food, shelter, and water being the necessity, but especially with these in front of you right now, your screen. Wi-Fi, internet, that has become a very valuable resource and a need for us. Can you imagine what it would be like if the grid were to go down for 3 weeks? I hope I'm not prophesying something, but just in case, make sure that you're prepared. We rely so heavily on these machines, but we don't rely enough on our own physical technology that is internal and also non-physical. And the fact that there are some people who view themselves higher and mightier than those who are on the ground, who are maybe not even on the ground, but don't have the ability to get work because of certain personal reasons that you don't need to know the answer to. You just need to know that they do not work well in a work environment, and so they need a different environment for them to be able to function as a whole in this society that has been breaking us apart and separating us from each other. We shouldn't be separate. In another message that I mentioned, we aren't. None of us are separate from our source spirit self, which is the energy of love. True and unconditional love. We are meant to be there for one another. However we can, in whatever ways that we can, be there for one another. If you are in a better circumstance than someone else, and someone else is reaching out for help, then you should be able to help them. Then you should have this desire to want to help them in the ways that are capable for you. I'm not saying you have to bend over backwards for other people, because you are still your number one, and you still need to take care of you first. And if you can't take care of another person because you're not being taken care of, then yes, of course, absolutely focus your energies inward. But if you have that ability to pour out to others in your community, as God would want you to, then why don't you? Truly, ask yourself that question. Why don't you? Anyway, I'm reaching 10 minutes. Actually, I've just gone over 10 minutes. So this is going to be on my YouTube. Thank you for reaching this far. Please help me to spread this message in whatever ways you believe that I can. Share it, like it, send it to a friend, send it to somebody who needs to fucking hear the truth. And again, sorry, algorithm, I am self-expressive. And express yourself. Express yourself in whatever ways are the most true and authentic to you, despite the naysayers. It doesn't matter what anybody else says because they're not living your experience. You are. That's it. That's the message. Thank you for staying tuned. I'll see you in the next one. Peace. Love you. Bye.